The legal weed business is expected to be worth $50 billion within the next decade. And now the art world is capitalizing on the growth of the pot industry. A 21-year-old philosophy and English major has taken a year off of college to work with glassblowers to create a new market and a new appreciation for smokable glass pipes. Vice's Erica Matson went to an art opening in New York to get a look at some expensive bongs.
So the art exhibit tonight is actually being held at a guy's apartment named Mr. Gray. All I know is that he's 21 years old and he's an art collector in Soho.
Hey,
oh,
welcome.
Erica.
I'm Mr. Gray. Welcome to Gray Space Art. Come on
Mr. Gray, nice to meet you.
Right now, these guys are killing it in the world of cannabis. But the contemporary art world has no clue it exists yet. So all these people are coming here tonight, they're seeing this for the first time and they're going, wait a second, that's a beautiful piece of art. And I go, yeah, you could also smoke out of it. And actually, this piece in particular, you take the dome off, and it's another piece.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, it's
that's
really cool.
Smart.
No, it's really the highest end stoner art you could get, to the point where it's not stoner art at all. It's art that reaches the contemporary art world.
Yeah, I mean, they shouldn't be in a head shop.
Right, exactly. And you know, Robert Mickelson himself is actually a very accomplished glassblower. He's been in the Smithsonian before, Corning Glass Museum. He was classically trained.
He's a really well-known glass artist.
Right. What?
Where's money?
Money for what? All right.
You just had a random man just came and put money in your pocket. You're like the
Right.
luckiest guy in the world.
You know, that's what happens here at Gray Space Art. Magic happens.
Yeah, it seems like it. How did you get involved with this whole thing?
I joined a venture capital group, and it was only for weed companies. And there I met a guy who manufactured bongs. And I saw the manufacturing process, which was interesting. And then he said, take a look next door. There are some artists doing some interesting things there. And I walked next door, and there were these artists renting a warehouse from him, blowing glass sculpture that you could smoke out of. These weren't bongs. First and foremost, they were art. And I knew immediately that I needed to bring it to the contemporary art world. I'm not selling pipes, I'm selling pieces of art that you could smoke out of. And I want people to see it in the right setting, and this is the right setting. This is New York City, and if people ask me all the time, open in Colorado, that's where the cannabis business is. It's much more about the art market, and art is flourishing in New York more than anywhere else in America.
Me and Mr. Gray actually went to kindergarten together, like 20 years ago.
What's Mr. Gray's real name?
Benjamin Milstein. So for me, he's always been B.
So the weird thing about this party is it's happening during New York Fashion Week. What you're seeing is a lot of people who are kind of in the fashion world, in the art world, young people, eating very nice sushi, drinking very nice champagne, trying not to knock over very nice bongs. You're one of the artists behind one of my favorite pieces and one of the most expensive pieces here tonight. So can you tell me a little bit about this guy?
This piece is a robotic ocean protector goddess. When it does get smoked, it'll be a special time, you know, like a fine wine.
This is a bong?
This is a bong.
You gotta be kidding me. How is this a bong?
So the mouthpiece that you put your mouth to is right there, the hole. This is the joint where your nail goes on for concentrates. And then this part comes off, the frame comes off, and you can smoke and clean it.
Well, this is, to me, like starting to take this to the next level of art because it's taking the space that we know art as, which is wall display, and doing what you do best, which is turning it into a bong.
I think a lot of my work kind of has that quality to it. I desire to see classy, beautiful things that are recognizable in the art context. I believe in the shared vision that a lot of pipe artists have to put this work out there in the proper setting and show it to people that might not ever run into it.
Why did it take someone like you, who's very young, to come into this world and say, I'm the guy that's going to take this medium and make it a contemporary art medium?
You know why? Because it takes someone from outside the bong scene to see that this is not a bong at all, it's a piece of art. Because the people buying this right now, they're smokers. They smoke out of these pieces. And so they see it first and foremost as a functional piece of art. And I see it as an art piece that's functional.